So today we're going to talk about moving dynamic multiplication from Stamp Game and taking it to paper pencil. The Stamp Game I'm using is the stay-at-home printable version that I downloaded from Teachers Pay Teachers. I printed it out and then I colored them and I put them into separate bowls to help keep my place values separate to make it easier on myself. I choose to work on the carpet because I feel like the paper is easier to manipulate when there's carpet underneath it. So today our purpose for learning is to connect what we know about dynamic addition and multiplication to transfer from Stamp Game to paper and pencil. So I have one equation set up already. I have a quick reminder to remember that 10 ones equals 110, 10 tens equals 100, and 10 hundreds equals 1,000. So our first equation is set up as 2,576 times 3. So now I'm going to take it to my Stamp Game and we're going to walk through how this will transfer to paper pencil. So if you recall, 2,576 times 3 means you are building the number 2,576 3 times. So I'm going to set up 6 ones, 7 tens, 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm going to try to move as quickly as I can through this so that we can get to our math portion. 2, 4, 5, and then 2,000s. And then again, 2, 4, 6. I know it's a bit of a mess at the moment. It's okay. Get my hundreds out of here. 2, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 5, and then I have one more set to create, so I'm going to move this down so you can let it breathe a little bit so you can see. I have 2,576, 2,576, and I'm going to drop this down as my watch gives us some input. 6 ones, 2, 4, 6, and one more makes 7. So I can get rid of my tens. And then I have 5. Ooh, did I get it? No, I didn't. 2, 4, and one more makes 5. And then 2,000s again. 2. All right, so you can see if I draw my pen in between 2,576, 2,576, and then 2,576. So we are all set up, and I'm going to get back to our purpose for learning. We're using what we know about our dynamic addition and our multiplication. So I'm going to shove all of this up with keeping our dynamic addition in mind. And we should be ready to go. So we're trying to find 10 because remember 10 ones equals 110, 10 tens equals 100, and 10 hundreds equals 1,000. So I'm going to count out by sets of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to grab this 10. 10 ones, whoa. Let's see. Yeah, 10 ones. I'm going to put them in my container and I'm going to pull out a 10, right? And that's something we are used to seeing with dynamic addition, right? Now I'm going to talk you through it here on the multiplication end. I know that 3 times 6 is 18. So I would write down 8, put it down here. Yeah, I would write down 8 and then I'm going to carry that extra stamp over. So that leaves me with 2, 4, 6, 8. So I have 8 here, and I know that 3 times 6 is 18. So I put down my 8 and I carry my 1, just like I practiced with my dynamic addition when I moved that to paper pencil. So now I'm over here and I've exchanged a 10 stamp, and now I'm gonna get started with my 10s. I count from the bottom, it's easier that way. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Ooh.
I didn't get that.
This watch. I'm going to count it one more time to make sure I'm right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I miscounted. That's what I thought. Okay, so I pull my 10s and I exchange them. 10 10s equals a 100, so I pull that out. I'm going to double check because it appears that I have more than 10 10s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have another round of 10 10s. 10 10s equals 100. So I'm going to carry that over. Now, I'm going to look back at my paper pencil version. So now we had 3 times 7. Well, with my multiplication, I know that 3 times 7 equals 21. And then I have one more stamp that I added, which would have made 22. So I'm going to actually write down the 2 that's left over from 22, and what I know, like from my dynamic addition, is that I would have ended up carrying 2 over. Now, as you can see, I have the 8 1s and I have the 2 10s, so everything is matching right now. I'm going to move over to my hundreds. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. 10 hundreds. I have 10 hundreds, so 10 hundreds exchange for 1,000. I'm going to slide this up. Okay, so this appears to have 700s. Now I'm going to double check my multiplication this way on paper pencil. I know that 3 taken 5 times is 15, and then I carried over, if you can see my tiny little 2 extra stamps, so 15 plus 2 more makes 17. So I will put down my 7, and I'm going to carry that 1 stamp that I would have carried over. And so right now my stamps are reflecting my paper pencil multiplication. So lastly, I will come over and I will look at my thousands. 2, 4, wow, 6, 7. Okay, so according to my thousands, I have 7. And now I'm going to look at my paper pencil. 3 times 2 is 6, plus that 1 extra stamp that I carried over equals 7. So now I'm going to write another equation, and I want you to pause it after you set this equation up on a paper pencil, and then I want you to try to solve the equation, and then when you're done, go ahead and hit play again and see if you got your equation correct. The equation that I am going to set up for you is going to be 3,480. Ooh, let's give you a big one. 9. Yes. Times. Let's go with 4 for right now. So here's your equation. 3,489 times 4. Hit pause and solve your equation. So I'm going to solve it for you now. I know that 4 times 9 gives me 36. So I would have 6 here, and I would carry my 3. Whoa, can't see it. Now, I know that 4 times 8 is 32, but then I have to remember these 3, so 32, 33, 34, 35. So I'm going to leave a 5. Carry my 3 for my 35. Now I know 4 taken 4 times is 16. 17, 18, 19. Write down my 9 and I carry my 1. Ooh, 1. I have 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 more makes 13. I'm going to write down my 3 and then I write down my 1. Now that's a big number. I can put my comma between my 3 and my 9 to show where my thousands family begins. I did not do that over here, but I will. So your answer should be 13,956. So I walked you step by step through the stamp game on our first one, and then I moved you completely over to paper pencil on the second one. Let's do some more equations.